What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, we're going to be checking back in on Stonehearth, which has had, like, its final release, I guess. The developers have said that they're done with the game, and I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, so that's exactly what we're going to do here today. If you don't know about this game, it's a charming little city builder, like many other little charming city builders. This one I like a lot, though. At least I liked it in early access quite a bit, and I've followed its development for a while. We've played it a couple times here on the channel. So as other series are starting to wane and fall by the wayside and kind of move on, it's time for us to play something new. Let's check out Stonehearth. This is the story of a brave band of settlers from, it could be from the Ascendancy, Raya's Children, or the Northern Alliance. It's really up to you what you want to play. Each of these cultures will develop like in their own way in separate directions. The Ascendancy, in my opinion, is the easiest to get started with because they kind of have a very learnable, understandable move through the tech tree. Whereas Raya's Children and the Northern Alliance, they're a little bit more complicated. Like, you gotta make things work with them that, like, don't really work the same way for the Ascendancy. So, like, these guys over here, they have stone, they have archers, they have all that kind of stuff. These factions won't have those things for a while unless you trade for them. So, like, these guys will build everything out of stone and dirt at the beginning of the game, and clay. Whereas these guys right here, I haven't played them a whole lot, but I seem to remember them kind of like not having stoneworking or something like that, or maybe they had stoneworking. Basically, each culture starts out with their own way of doing things, but the Ascendancy can easily access the ones that they don't have the fastest, whereas the other guys are kind of locked on their path, and they just sort of got to make it work. I don't love desert maps, and so Raya's Children are kind of out, because they kind of work best on a desert map, and so you sort of like, you don't have to play a desert map, but you probably should. The Ascendancy and the Northern Alliance, between the two of them, I'll probably just go for the bog standard start. Why not? A prosperous and industrious kingdom. They are seeking new lands to adventure, so they go to, let's go to the Temperate Lands, the Darkmoor Forest, a location that is sure to be normal. So let's start with our roster here. So we've got mind, body, and spirit. Mind is basically how good they are at crafting, body is how much HP they have, and spirit is basically their fighting spirit, and also kind of like their casty abilities, I guess. You can mouse over this stuff if you wanted to figure out like what it does. That guy's a hothead. So yeah, spirit is your faith in things. So basically how fast they run away. If you want to have a warrior, you want them to have a really good body and really good spirit is the way that it goes. And if you want them to be a really good crafter, it's a good idea for them to have good mind and spirit, so on and so forth. And we've actually got, I'll re-roll this person. Let's get a little bit better at stats over there. Liam can be a warrior. That sounds good to me. We've got a crafter over here. That person's not particularly good at anything. There's another good warrior if we wanted to keep a warrior. That's a good character right there. That seems solid. On this side, we want to have like at least a couple people that are solid at crafting. Maybe not like the best stats possible at crafting, but like okay at crafting. There's a good one. And then we got Nick Fenton over here. That's a good character. I could take that. I think we've got a really good start right now. This person is a jokester. Okay. And this person right here is a glutton. They like to eat a lot of food. This person is stoic, so it takes a lot to make them sad. And this person over here is a featherweight. So they walk a little bit faster, even, except when they're carrying things, and so they slow down, so they don't weigh a whole lot, and they're not very strong. All right. That sounds good to me. I will accept this roster. Sounds great. My suggestion is that you take farmer. If you take the other ones, you're going to have your own problems. But, like, I think that food for days is pretty much the best one to take, in my opinion. Let's find ourselves a place on the map that we want to hang out inside of. We're looking for a nice little mix of, like, minerals and trees and other good stuff. I don't really care, like, how far into the mountains we are. That looks like a pretty good mix right there. If we go right there, that's not too bad. Yeah, let's do that one. That looks good. We'll settle right there in that spot. Sounds good. The Magma Smith. I don't think I've ever met that guy. I don't think I've ever gotten that far on in. I usually end up getting wiped out long before then. So here we are. Now we gotta pick a place that we want to live inside of. Alright. Looks good to me. And we click on our banner, we're gonna choose a place to live. I like this little clearing right here. That's a beautiful little clearing. It puts us a tiny bit far from being able to get stone. So let's have like a little bit further of a look around. I think this shelf is okay too. It's not bad. What do we have going on over here? We've got like a ruin right there. We've got a nice, another little clearing on this spot. I kind of actually like this ledge right here. This ledge looks good. Yeah, let's do it over here. Let's do that. Our city will start out right here. So if you're going to get this town off the ground, we're going to need wood and lots of it. Okay. I don't really need the tutorial, but we'll go through it just like, the game wants us to. And we'll gather up some trees from this area. There you go. I would like you guys to pretty much clear all of this stuff, actually, if you could do that for me. That'd be fantastic. I'm not trying to work too fast or too slow. There we go. We got our initial supplies. And so we're going to need like a stockpile. We can do that pretty easily. I actually usually set up a stockpile later, but that's fine. If they want me to do it, we can. I'll probably put the stockpile over in a corner. That seems all right to me. Something like that right there. Looks good. I think we can live with that. And so we've got our citizens manager over here. We can promote our citizens to other jobs. I don't really want to do that right now. I think I would rather not. And so we'll just keep things over there. Let's speed the game up ever so slightly so that the jobs get done a little bit faster. And then what I would like to do is actually, we should probably make a farmer. They're probably right. Let's make a farmer. So who do I want to be my farmer? Well, farmers are actually best people that just like aren't good at very much. Like people that are not like ball out crafters and aren't very good warriors either. They tend to make like decent farmers. And so if you ever have somebody in this game that's not really good at anything, just make them a farmer. It'll be fine. I'll probably make, that person's a really good crafter. Probably make, Liam's a good warrior though. All of our characters are too good. I don't really care about that. We'll change your job, though. I'm going to make you into a farmer. There you go. So, Elena Rain, a strange bird. An odd bird arrives with a letter in its beak, stamped with the official seal of the Ascendancy. Let's open it. Dear Expedition 94, I hope this letter finds you well. By my guess, you've likely set up camp by now. As your capital liaison, it's my honor to preside remotely over the official founding of your outpost. I trust that you had ample time to choose a name on your journey. As you know, every single settlement must choose a banner. This banner will reflect the spirit and vision, the uniting factor which brought the expedition together. What future did you foresee when you embarked upon this quest for township? You hold in your mind a vision of what the town will one day be, and your banner will set that course, but it's up to you to finish it. All right, let's choose well. You are now a farmer. That's fantastic. So what I want from you is I need like farming zones. Let's go ahead and get kind of like set up with some decent little farmy patches over here. There we go. That looks good. We will make this a turnip farm. Awesome. And then we will make a carrot farm right off to the side of it. Bump, bump, bump. Carrots. Done. So our official settlement declaration. We're going to name this place, I don't know. We'll call this place, what's a good name for a town? We'll call it Stacksville. That sounds good. And then we got to choose our path. We can be vitality, which means we get more wood. We can make our crops grow faster and plants will have more appeal. Or we can have a banner of strength, which gives us more ore and mining stuff. We can have a banner of cunning, which makes our roads work better and our items sell for more. That sounds pretty good. Let's go for that one. The outpost has been established. Bink, bink, bink. And there you go. We get a whole bunch of little Warhammer 40k style emblems that have been stamped on it. Little ribbons to kind of design who we want to be. I feel good about where we are right now. This looks solid to me. We've got a lot of wood laying around. I would like to see some of this stuff get stored up, but everybody's in the business of like dancing and not really doing much at the moment. So that's okay. Let them have their celebratory dance. It's okay. Celebratory dancing is something that I'm always okay with. With our little people, we're going to want them to have new jobs. So I'm going to change your job along, and you are going to be our carpenter. Fantastic. Carpenters and crafters will create goods for our settlement. Lovely. So he's going to make the beds, the walls, the buildings, all that kind of stuff so that we can get started out here in a world that we want to live in. And so we've got to make a crafting station. We do that from right here. We go up to the crafting station right there. We tell them to make one, and they will go ahead and whip that on out just as soon as we want to have it done. So what you'll see is our crafter will run over to the stockpile at some point, and once he goes over, he'll put on a little apron, he'll get an axe, he'll get all excited about it, and you can see him right there going to work crafting our workbench. Fantastical. Good stuff. Apparently I missed a bird with like a thingy. What's going on? The bird squawks. You're not sure how you missed it, but the bird is wearing a tiny backpack. It contains a note which reads, "A little something to help you celebrate," along with 1 cornbread, 3 peasant breads, and 3 roast sausages. And then the bird takes off. It scurries off with the official settlement founding declaration in its beak, carrying it in the vague direction of the capital. There you go. And so now all we got to do is we got to place this workshop. I'm going to say that the workshop should probably go, oh, I don't know. We'll put it right there. It'll be kind of out of the way for the moment. Perfect. Now, we have plenty of wood for right now. I feel like the frame rate is better than the last time I played the game. I don't know if that's true or not, but it feels smoother and nicer. Let's see here. We've got resources, a place to store the goods, and a way to craft items. We're well on our way to getting the settlement off the ground. Fantastic. Well, there's nothing I would like better than getting up and off the ground, but unfortunately in medieval times we haven't discovered flight yet, so you know, little bit of a setback as far as that's concerned. I would like to chop down a few more foresty areas if you guys could. Yeah, like just eliminate some trees for me. I want to have a nice girthy building area that we can fiddle around with before too long. So the more trees we can knock out right now, the happier a camper I will be. And then obviously we also want to find a path to get down to this lower area right here, because there's lots of plants and things that we want down there. Lots of goodies. And so the way that we're going to do that is we can actually go with, let's see here, we can place ladders. Easy peasy. So there's a ladder right there. We want to find a nice smooth spot for a ladder over here. Oh, there's a two-step right there. Okay, that's fine. We'll go like so. Perfect. And they will eventually build ladders over on these sides. And if we speed the game up, you'll probably see them doing that. It doesn't take a whole lot of wood to get done, but it's a task that needs to be accomplished before we can do much else. There you go. Chop down some trees, kids. Nice work. And then you build that ladder, which apparently was like a ghost ladder or something. I don't know. Go down there and do that. And then that will unlock this little area where we've got lots of flax and plants and things that we can gather. So let's go ahead and grab some of those plants right there. That sounds good to me. Gather a little stone. We're not going to have a lot of stone for right now, but maybe later on in the game we will. We also have a little bit more flax. We got some flowers. I'll probably hold on to those. I don't want to send people too far away, but it is important that we get this done. We're also going to want to relocate some of these berry bushes over here. I don't want to do it just yet, but at some point we'll want to pick that up, and then we will want to bring it back over here to our base, and we'll kind of like line our farm with it so that we have berries coming in seasonally, and then our farms are also good to go. You guys just working around the clock right now. That's what I like to see, an industrious people gathering industrious items to make sure that we don't die horrifically within a week of landing in this new colony. I don't want to die within a week. I prefer not to do that. The other thing that I would probably recommend is maybe, I think I could put it in slice mode too. There we go. I would like to kind of like mine this out right here. It's not like a needs to be done right this second task, but it is a task that should be done because I'm going to put all my storeroom stuff inside of there so that we don't have to worry about slicing things anymore. Any way you slice it, any way you slice it. There we go. So that'll get done. These guys are down here gathering up all the goodies. Very nice. Gather some berries. Couple baskets here and there. Cream of the caveman diet. I would assume that those would be the berries of the caveman diet, not the cream of the caveman diet. The cream would be actual cream. But you know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it all. We're just going to move forward, and life is going to be good. Just you trust and wait. Just you trust and wait. Alright, so things are getting stockpiled right now. That's good. Later on, we'll get crates and chests and stuff that'll sort of like collate that experience and make it better. But for right now, how appealing the Hearthstones find the world. Well, that sucks. This doesn't look appealing at all. It's all a world of gray, drab nonsense. This is a new colony in a new world. We're not living inside the hood in the Soviet bloc. Everything doesn't have to be gray and disgusting and rainy. It's fine. It's going to be okay. Just believe with me, little Hearthlings. Just believe. What other jobs do we have available right now? From our crafting bench, we can probably make something. Let's go ahead and look. We can make a weaver's spindle. We can make a practice sword. We can make some crates. But that's about it for right now. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do one weaver's spindle. And I'm going to do one practice sword for the moment. Maybe I'll do like 2 or 3 practice swords. Just in case. I like to future-proof. I kind of tend to go in on stuff like this. Oh, good. We're already pulling tin and copper and all kinds of goodies from the mountain. That's what I like to see. Well, you guys do your business. Keep on hustling. I believe in you. In slice mode, it looks like they're actually making pretty good progress down there. We'll probably make a mining shaft that runs off the side of it just to look for other things like copper and whatnot, because I want to make sure that we get up to copper gear about as fast as possible. But for now, I'm happy with the way things are going. People are getting jobs done. Things are happening. We probably want to consider for a moment building some houses. They have changed this menu from the last time I played it. So this is a little bit different. Our daily update. Food and net worth, not quite there, unfortunately. Net worth is not there for a new colonist. Wish that it was, but it ain't. So over here, we can build houses out of wood. Yeah, let's go with the columns will be kind of a darker color. The wall itself will be maybe like a little bit lighter of a color. Yeah, that looks good. Seems all right to me. The columns like that, and then the floors, they're going to be like that because that looks good. I like that. All right, and so I don't really want that to be that tall. Let's make our houses 9 by 9s. And then as far as the walls are concerned, I would like to bring this down. Doobie-doo down, down. Is there a way for me to do that with all of them? There's got to be a way for me to do this with, like, all of them. Well, actually, that wall seems like it's probably going to be okay. We don't want the houses to be too short, after all. I want them to feel like they have a ceiling. All right, well, let's customize a little bit. We've got walls all ready to go, split walls. Not really too worried about that. We've got holes that we can make right now. I don't know if I want to do holes just yet, but instead, let's make sure we get a door. So there we go. We have a door on the front end. And then with individual blocks, what I'd like to see is... I don't want that to be right there. I think individual blocks will be just fine. We just need to make a stairway so that they can get into their home because it's upraised right now. So there we go. A little stairway that takes them up to the top. Aside from that, we got some windows over here. Yeah, I'm okay with windows. Windows sound good. Put in a window right there. Maybe a little window action right there. Yeah. That looks all right. On the back of the house, maybe we'll do something like a little circular window back here. I can't see very well. Maybe something a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's go like that right there. That looks good. I'm happy with that. So inside, we're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need a bed. That's the most important part, so we'll put a bed inside of there. This is going to be kind of a meager home. There's not going to be a lot to this place. Got a writing desk. I don't know if I want a writing desk. A table for one, though. That sounds all right. We'll put in a table right there, and then we'll kind of like rotate a chair into play. That looks good. It's kind of small. I think we could probably up it to like an 11 by 11 maybe. That seems okay to me. And then we got roofs over here. Let's go with a wooden roof. I think something like that probably look pretty good. I mean, unless the overhang is wrong. And the overhang is definitely wrong. It's looking a little weird right now. It's definitely a little weird. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I mean, I feel like we could probably go the other direction. But I can live with that house. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's a decent first try. I think we can probably finalize this one right here. It looks like it's going to take 8 wood and 8 chairs. Shouldn't take 8 chairs. If it takes 8 chairs, that would blow my mind. Oh, 8 furnitures. Gotcha. Okay, I see what it means. So we've got templates. We can go new building. Let's just finalize it and build it, shall we? Go for it. You have my blessing to make this building happen. And that'll be our first little house that people dwell inside of. The next house will be a little bit bigger, I think. I think we'll make it a little bit nicer. Something a tad more robust. But for now, it was a nice little tester. Go ahead and drop that menu on down. And as you see, they put a little ghost in right there, like a little blueprint, and they will get to work on it. Hopefully, very, very soon, we'll get new colonists, and hopefully they'll have amicable stats to what I'm trying to do out here. We're going to need a few more crafters. Now, in the earlier alpha that I played, they used to get stuck building buildings. We'll find out if they still continue to get stuck-did making buildings, but I think it'll be okay. I love the way they hit the fire steel right there to light the fire. That's so great. Like, it's one of those little immersive things that just makes the game a little bit better, in my opinion. All right, you guys keep working, and once this is done, we'll kind of look at it and decide if it's something magical that we can be proud of. Our daily update is here. Let's see how we're going. It looks like, yeah, we've surpassed it. So we've been approved for a new individual. Let's find out if he's any good or if he's going to be like a remedial member of our society. We might have to put him like in the special house or whatever if he's not ready to go. Let's see him. Let's have a look at this character. He's actually pretty spirited. He'd be an okay archer, I think. He's not really made for frontline combat, but I think he'll be an okay archer. And there's our first house right there. We can actually take the roofs off, too, if we want, and we can assign this to somebody. So let's assign this to... Let's say if this is the farmer's house. That sounds good to me. Yeah, let's make it the farmer's house. So the farmer now has a house. Absolutely awesome. Over here, as far as our mining operation is going, they're making a nice little dent in that. It looks like they found a roast sausage inside the wall. I don't know if we want any archaeological sausage inside of our bodies. That seems like something that might be a little bit rough on the gastrointestinals. But you know what? I can live with it for right now. Can I make like a little blue house? Is that possible? Yeah, let's go ahead and knock down those walls real fast. And then we'll take off the slice menu. Oh, I wanted to have a blue house. I was excited about the possibility of like a blue house. And so this right here will be, yeah, we'll make it white. And then the columns will be dark, just like the rest of our village. The floor will be the same. And let's see if we can mash this one out a little bit better than last time. How about that? And we've got like a little way to go right there. I think I'll make it an 11 this time, so we've got a tiny bit more floor space. And they've got other jobs going on, so we don't really need to worry too heavily about what we're getting done. Our carpenter leveled up, so he's got new doors that he can place. Unfortunately, this door right here is the only one that's going to center properly, and I'm a little bit obsessive about things centering properly. Like, I'm not trying to be difficult, but I like it when my stuff centers properly. We've also got some new windows. Maybe I'll put in like a little double space right there, a little double space right there, and that looks good. I like it. And we got the back room of the house. Let's get the furniture done. I'll probably go with like a bed right there. We'll probably go with a table for one over here somewhere. Yeah, it looks good. Kind of feast by the window. We got an arch chair. Looks good to me. We'll drop that on in. And then we also had like a chest or something like that we could have. Yeah, let's have a wooden dresser that we can put around here somewhere. How about that? That sounds pretty good. We'll make that house a little ritzier than the last one. As far as the roof goes, I don't know. Probably the same color as everybody else. We're going to pretend like there's an HOA or something around here, and everybody has to have like a uniformly colored roof. Otherwise, they get kicked out of the neighborhood. That actually went together perfectly on the first try. Hell yeah! Okay. We'll call this, let's see here. We'll call this a new building. Yes. Well, we'll save this building. Yeah, let's do a template. It's called 2? No. We'll go Stacksville Wood 1. There we go. And then we'll save it. Yep, that's good. And then we'll build it. If you build it, they will come. That is what I have been told by the movies. And so there's our second house, all nice and ready to go. Appeal-wise, it's really not looking super sexy over here. People aren't too happy with the aesthetic appeal, but we'll get on it. We'll fix it. I mean, there are ways that we can do that, and so all we really need to do is, can he make planter boxes? Yeah. Make a couple planter boxes. I believe in planter boxes. Let's have like 2 of those. And these guys over here, we don't really have those flowers yet, but we've got wall-mounted signs. Ooh, I like the idea of wooden, yeah, maintain like 3 or 4 of those. There you go. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I didn't do what I wanted to do. Well, let's make like 5 of those. I want the carpenter to be doing carpenter work this entire time. I also have means to upgrade. Let's see here. Where's Liam at? Liam, I'm ready for you to have a new job. I want you to be a warrior. So there you go. You're going to be one of the first defenders of our village, able to throw off the yoke of normal civilian life and become the warrior that we all need who protects us from threats unknown. Because believe me, those threats are coming. Don't be fooled by kind of like the adorable nature of this game. There are things in this game that want to kill you, and it actually ramps up pretty quickly. A farmer's gem supply has rolled on in here. Can I sell anything? If I can sell anything, that'd be pretty cool. I'd be down with selling a couple objects. I don't think we're going to need, like, silver anytime soon. I think that accumulating a little bit of cash is a really good idea. We'll sell all of that. And we need the iron. We're going to need the copper and the tin, so we're not going to sell that. That's like, we've got a bit too much of that going on. However, among all the other things we have going on, we don't really need to sell anything right now. We've got a little bit of cash, and I'd prefer to save it for when, like, other stuff shows up. Now, he's got farmer's hose. We could definitely use another farmer. Can I make those yet? Is that something that I can make out of wood? Let's find out. So we've got a hammer and chisel over here. We've got an herbalist staff, and we've got a farmer's hoe. So we can already make those, so we don't need to buy them. I would like to make a mason's chisel. Let's make an herbalist staff, and let's make another hoe real quick, just in case. We can promote somebody to tailor's duty if we want to make clothing, armor, things of that kind. We would want that person to be pretty good at crafting. Something at Idria Cross is looking like the person that I'm going to have do that, but for now, we'll just wait it on out and see. We got lots and lots of crafting to do. And so, like, why panic? You know, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's try to enjoy the journey of this pleasant little game that we're playing right now. What is that? Is a juniper tree seed? Okay. Have you guys gone and picked up any of this stuff over here? I would like you to make sure you're constantly harvesting flax. And if you could do that for me, that'd be great. We're going to need a lot of flax in the future. And so, like, the more of it we have, the happier a camper Splatty shall be. Oh, we got berry bushes over here, too. Oh, hello, berry bushes. I see you hiding down there. I think I'm going to try and relocate these back to town. So, you guys, I will move you over to Mia. There you go. Perfect. It's kind of a little, like, you got to find busy work tasks to do when you play a game like this. You got to find little things to sort of make this easier. In my life, I've learned that it's easier if you double space these, because occasionally they seem to get confused about, like, how to approach the bush if they're all flush with each other. The little dudes, your little hearthlings, they're not the brightest, all right? They could definitely be smarter. Looks like there's like a 3 space in between those. All right, I can live with that. Put that in right there. And then we'll grab this little guy down here. Oh, look, some pleasant spring rains. Nice. All right, you guys move all these over to here. And that's going to be a nice little start to our base. I don't have really anything to complain about right there. I'm kind of happy with the way this is all coming together. Our storage area is getting a little bit full. Did you guys finish off that mine? It's not done yet, but we did find a copper seam, which is like next level, like yay. That's really, really good. Like, when we make barrels or anything else, we can make large crates. I'm going to kind of wait until we have chests, I think. I don't know. Chests seem like something... Oh, we can have a shield, too. Yeah, make shields for our little warriors. Give them some extra defense. Nice. Is this house done right here? They still got scaffolds up, so I assume not. What's gone wrong over here? Are you guys, like, finished off? Are you guys all nice and done? Why did you guys leave scaffolds up? I'm concerned about this. Hey, another hearthling. Nice. So Clementine Winsett has joined us. Clementine, what you good at? Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. You're a farmer. That's what you look like. You look like a farmer to me. You look like somebody that enjoys the fine, fair weather craft of farming up some crops. That's what you look like. Hey, the house is done. Nice. I was going to say, I kind of feel like it's not quite done yet, but apparently it is. This will be... We'll call this Idria Cross's house. Why not? I would also like to place, if you've made those lanterns, what I'd like to do is I'd like to put these lanterns out front too. Let's place some lanterns. Yeah, that looks good. I don't want it to face that way. I was kind of thinking this was more of an outdoor lantern. I was going to attach them to the houses, but it don't seem to want to do that. Looks like we can attach those right there, though. Let's make this place a little bit nicer. How about that? There we go. Put a couple little flower bins out front so that it becomes a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Not that much more, though. We're still on nasty gray mode. My name is Splattercat, though. This is Stonehearth. We're all out of time for the day. I hope to see you all very, very soon. Take care, everybody. Get the game down below. Be aware that this game is done. It's not receiving any more updates. So if there's anything like in the reviews that you see that worries you from recent reviews, be sure to check that on out. My name is Splattercat. I do variety content here on the internet. That's all I got. Hi, do, and take care, everybody.